in whenever you're ready.
Okay, thank you so much. All
Thank
right,
you.
everyone, welcome to Grue, and thank you so much for being my guest today. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you for hosting it. C'est drôle, il est chelou, j'adore. So, what's happening?
Not much, buddy. Like the first question is actually for you. What inspired you to want to write and make the film?
I wanted to talk about some very personal matters, but in a funny way. So, I'm a 40-year-old male, white, regular dude with a long story with my couple, and I wanted to talk about where I was as a man and as a partner in this society. So, yeah, and I mixed it with some very specific stuff I had in mind, like fighting, kung fu, crazy villain, and yeah, I mixed all this up.
Well, it definitely gave off like the Naked Gun film vibes. It felt
Ah,
it definitely felt like one of those type of films because
yeah.
it was funny and it was mixed with some action and it definitely had like Naked Gun type of feel like those series of films that they made.
Yeah, you're right. Of course, it's one of the influence. I love these films. I love these movies for many years, and there's a lot of funny moments that are
Yeah.
really connected to this type of humor, for sure, for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Right.
And Vanessa and uh, Xavier, when you're first reading the script, what did you think about the roles that you both were going going to be playing?
Good question, Vanessa.
Vanessa,
What did you think about it when you were reading it?
about your
uh,
character.
but I really loved the character of Sonia because it's a tough, strong girl with great, I don't know, ideas, identity. Yeah, she's the kind of girl I could be friend with. And at the same time, I like that she has her sensibility, that she's trying to save her couple and understand her partner, even if it's complicated. But she's not complaisant, je sais pas si ça se dit.
Hmm.
Ouais, c'est
Uh, she's trying to waking him up. It's not like, yeah, I'm not gonna wait for you to understand what I need, the society moves, whatever. She wants him to be a better man, and she's not gonna se contenter de peu. Je sais pas comment on le dit. Tu sais, Xavier?
yeah,
Ouais.
she doesn't want to end up with a small. C'est quoi la phrase exacte?
Se contenter de peu, je voudrais dire, mais
La
elle veut
phrase
pas.
entière?
Yeah, she wants her couple to be
To
and
be, she doesn't want to be content with little.
okay.
Voilà, c'est ça, je me permets.
Voilà, so I like her for all her strong spirit and also like yeah, I know she could be a friend. I like her.
J'aime bien ça. I like this formula. She could be a friend. I like it. And
Yeah.
Xavier, you're a very bad and evil person in the film. What did you
You could
like
be a
about
friend
it?
also,
I'm
no?
the exact same guy in life, so it was really easy for me. I'm this guy. I have this laboratory in my cave, and it's what I do for a living. I put giant cocks into my friends' bodies. No, no. I mean, I laughed so much when I read the script for the first time, and every character that has a real strong wound,
Purpose,
purpose, and wound
wound,
in
of
him
course.
interests me a lot, and this one seems to have a huge wound. So that was really interesting to work with.
Nice. And Vanessa, like we see like when you watch the film, of course, you see in flashback scenes like what what happened during the years that made Frank and your character that made them sort of like drift. And you see your character like she likes to help a lot of women out, and her and Frank start butting heads, and the relationship went south. But and then after that, like without giving spoilers away, like a lot of crazy shit happens. But how do you feel about the relationship of Frank and your character before like all the craziness start happening?
It's always actually it's a kind of unique experience to play a role like more than 10 years ago, and then you go back to this role, 10 years after, because we've changed. Frank, we became I don't know, almost adults, almost. And we have so much empathy, and we know this character so well. It was so nice to get back to them. And I like the way Sonia
Has evolved.
has evolved. Yeah. I like the way she has evolved. I guess I feel really close to her. I can sometimes said I evolved kind of a little bit like her. I could be more close to Sonia 10 years ago when Vanessa was kind of close to her. But Vanessa also become more than Sonia 10 years after. So it was quite funny to see these similarities between her and I. I like the way she evolved.
No.
J'adore.
And Xavier, like you definitely play a pretty crazy role. Like he's definitely along the lines of Dr. Frankenstein, like sort of. And and you know, he basically wants to help men who are frustrated a little bit, and he gets his hands on Frank, and a lot of craziness starts to happen. And how did you go about playing such a very crazy character?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's a good question. It's like when you watch him do those crazy things, you kind of ask yourself what happened in his life that made him do this, and like, so I kind of like try to think about what happened to me in a very regular way. Like when you're a kid, I was kind of the loser in middle school and college, and so I had some little stories that I could just multiply by 1,000, you know, and ask myself, what if I had, you know, lived this, and let's just multiply this by 1,000. And that was the sincerity of this guy. I was just, you know, multiplying.
Nice. And it's Jean. Is that how you say your first name?
Yeah, you can say JB. It's Jean-Baptiste, but JB is fine.
Okay. And this film definitely has a lot of cool stuff about it. Like I said, it definitely is a throwback to the funny films, like the Naked Gun films, and you definitely have a sense of humor with like the penises and and everything else that comes with the film. And how did you keep a straight face filming like the penis scenes and like just like the scenes that are definitely like out there?
Wow. You know, I just shot it very seriously, like it was like I'm shooting it like it's a laser saber, you know, it's the same serious moment and it has to be taken very seriously. So in the end, it's just a sword, it's just a giant dick. I'm just shooting it the best way so the audience just enjoy the smash and the fight and everything. But yeah, I love visual comedy for sure. This is something I really love to work with. How can we be funny and telling something at the same time? Okay, so we have this giant dick, so there's a brain into it. Okay, this is silly, but it tells something about society and how the men are actually considering their penis. So okay, let's play with this and let's be super serious about how we're gonna shoot it. And then this is also the point of view of the man in the film. They're taking this subject way too seriously. And this is how I angle the directing on this film. It has to be, and also this film has to be well made. When I say well made, I'm not saying it's perfect. No,
Yeah.
no, but I mean a giant dick, you have to shoot it properly because it can really get rude or gross or not funny. So yeah, it's no, no, it's quite a challenge, but it's a funny challenge.
Oh yeah, definitely for sure. And Xavier and Vanessa, like, is there a certain scene? Like, I know you can't give away spoilers because the movie isn't out yet, but is there a certain scene that you had the most fun shooting?
Which one, Vanessa? The fight?
Yeah, I
No.
think the fight, because it's something that I really like to prepare fightings for the movies. It was not the first time, but this time I had to fight with a huge dick, which is like that won't happen again. That was unique.
Xavier?
I would say the first day of shooting, my first day, sorry, of shooting, when I arrived in the laundry, and I met with Frank and his partner, and there was this whole unpredicted sexual tension between us that Jean-Baptiste kind of pushed during the scene. The directing was very surprising to me. I wasn't expecting this, and it was really good, really funny. And I love being surprised by those ideas. And that sexual tension was so fun to play.
Nice.
Yeah.
And Jay, be like, what I love too about like films is the music, the score. And how did you know the sound that you wanted for this film? Like, who did you wind up getting for the score?
Oh, good question. Thank you, Rocco. I will tell the guy. The guy is called Manuel Pesquin, and I've been doing my short films with him, and I love this guy. I love this guy. And what happens is that I'm always talking with him a long time before the shooting. And I said, okay, this is this type of movie. There's a bit of Carpenter, there's a bit of Apatow movie, there's a bit of silliness, but also a little deep. And he starts doing some musics. And he's just not calculating. It's just we're going in one direction, then another one. And then I'm picking things and I'm trying to think about how I'm going to direct the scenes according to the music. And in the end, we're just, building it like this. And then I'm showing it some edits and I'm saying, oh, have you seen this one? So it was really a nice process that started a lot sooner than the shooting itself. And I love these guys. I mean, I don't know how can I explain. It's very intuitive, and he's bringing a lot of different materials. I'm really glad you enjoyed the music, Rocco, because I'm
Yeah.
very proud of what he did. Actually, I think it's one of the very good things in the movie, the music. Thank you for noticing.
And
Oh
I
yeah,
remember
definitely.
when we were reading the script, so we were not even in the shooting. He already had the music, and it
Yeah.
helped a lot.
Oh
As
yeah.
actors, when you already have the sound of the movie, it
Mm,
puts you into the atmosphere. You see more the movie happening when you hear the music.
completely.
Mm.
Definitely. And I know we're up on time, so the last thing I'm going to ask you all is where can fans follow you three at and also watch the film at?
Alors,
I would say
Xavier,
on
I'm not.
Instagram for Vanessa and I, we have Instagram. People can check our. Vanessa is actually DJing right now in France. She's becoming a huge DJ. So guys, just go on
Yeah,
her Instagram.
Coachella soon, Coachella soon.
Very soon.
I'm not on Instagram. I'm not on social media, but please feel free to connect with Xavier and Vanessa. They are so nice people. And the film will be on theaters on the 1st of July, and very, very quickly after this on VOD on many different streaming places.
Yeah.
And if you have messages for GB, you can send them to Xavier and I often send the message to GB like, oh, look what people say. Oh, la, la, la. Voilà. So don't
Thank you,
hesitate.
Vanessa.
Awesome. Well, thank you all so much for coming on. It was a pleasure
Thank you, man.
talking to
Thank you
you.
so much.
Thanks
so
a lot,
much.
Rocco. Thank you for your good vibe, man. See
Yes.
you.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.